Have you ever noticed how quickly some of us can feel reassured by someone else's reputation? You might hear things like, he comes from such a wonderful family. She was raised in the church. His parents are incredible people. And almost without realizing it, some of us begin trusting a family legacy that this person never actually chose or earned. One of the biggest dating mistakes doesn't happen after the first red flag. It happens long before the relationship has even had time to reveal who someone really is. I call this mistaking borrowed character for proven character. It's time for another character file. Let's open it. When I think about 1 Samuel 25, I'm reminded of a man named Nabal. Before we talk about him, we need to understand the family he came from. Nabal was descended from Caleb. If you've spent time in Scripture, Caleb is remembered as a man of extraordinary faith. When 12 spies were sent into the promised land, 10 saw giants and feared. Caleb saw the same giants, but he trusted the same God. Generation after generation, his name became associated with courage, wholehearted devotion, humility before God, and faithful obedience. If anyone had a family name that inspired confidence, it was Caleb's. Most people would naturally assume that his descendants would reflect the same character. They didn't, okay? In its original context, 1 Samuel 25 isn't teaching us about dating. Of course not. It's part of David's journey, okay? And it introduces us to a man whose choices looked nothing like the legacy he inherited. That's important because throughout Scripture, God consistently evaluates individuals, not family reputations. That's the thinking upgrade I want to leave with you today, especially if you're out there dating, okay? Character is inherited by no one. It is chosen by everyone. A family can give someone a legacy. Only they can choose their character. Now, before we go any further, I want to be careful because this is where people sometimes misunderstand discernment. I'm not telling you to ignore someone's story, their legacy, their history. In fact, I think you should learn it. Where someone started matters because it helps you understand what shaped them over time. Their childhood, their family dynamics, their experiences, even the examples they grew up watching all help explain how they learned to navigate conflict, disappointment, success, and relationships. But understanding someone's story is not the same as surrendering your discernment. You do the entire context in dating and in relationships, especially when you're dating. Their past may explain certain behaviors. It does not automatically excuse them. The question isn't simply, where did they start? Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in a two-family household? Do you have siblings? The better question is, what have they done with where they started? That's why two people can become equally successful and still have completely different character, okay? We're on character. Imagine two CEOs. Both have impressive resumes. Both are respected in their industries. Then pressure comes. One becomes strategic, protects the people around them, accepts correction, and makes difficult decisions with integrity. The other becomes explosive, cuts corners, undermines people to get ahead, and attacks anyone who challenges them. They may share the same title. They do not share the same character. Success tells you what someone achieved. Pressure often reveals how that success was built. This is why you have to observe people in all seasons of their life, not think you're in love in 3 months. The next time you catch yourself thinking, they come from such a good family, I know this must be a good guy for me. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what character have I actually observed? And what reputation have I simply assumed? That one question may change the way you evaluate people for the rest of your life, especially if you are dating with the intention of marriage. And this can go for men or women. I'm a Christian woman, so I'm going to serve Christian women, but anybody can benefit from this, especially if you are seeking a healthy relationship. Healthy internally for you first. You work on you first, and then you seek that healthy relationship, but keep your eyes wide open. A lot of charlatans out there. Gotta go.